my previous videos, I said, be ready to walk away from a good deal. How do you know if you're ready to move on to a different relationship? When you're ready to walk away from a deal that looks good, but it's not too good, it's too good to be true. How do you learn to do that? Let me tell you, ladies, a lot of us, we got into this kind of in situations like the ones we got into. I'm married now, but not before I got married. But we got into this kind of situations because we saw the signs, we saw the signs, early signs, in the beginning, but we ignored it. We were so eager to be in a relationship and to be eager to fall in love that we ignored the telltale signs, so much that to some of us, like I got married late, so you're looking at it like, God, my clock is ticking. I need to be in a relationship. And you meet this guy and he takes you out, and you can already tell that this is not the kind of guy I want to be with. But you're feeling like, my clock is ticking. I need to be with this guy. The thing is, for guys, they love challenges, and for guys, they love, they know already what they want. So if a guy has already detected that you're this vulnerable, he's not gonna leave that vulnerable lady who he thinks he can control, Be the one to say no to that, because the guy is not gonna say, man, this girl, I can control, I don't need to be with her. You're the one to say no if you think this guy is controlling. So be ready to say no, even though the guy is buying you all the things you want. But you can already see that this looks this doesn't look right. So in a situation like that, you want to walk away. Be ready to walk away from what you don't want. That's why I advise you cannot be in a relationship if you're not ready. If you're not, if you can't walk away from what you don't want. You have to know what you want. That means if you by the time you're in a relationship, you have to be able to be so comfortable with yourself that you know what you want. I know I want a guy who is stable. I know I want a guy. Think in your mind what you want. Stability, whether it's, I know looks really doesn't tell a lot, but some of you that's a priority, so I can't say nothing about that. So know what you want. Believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, and have you ever seen that girl who to you or to other people, her looks are just, you don't think that she's that beautiful. But this lady has so much confidence, and all the cute guys are going to them. Confidence makes you look beautiful, and confidence kind of makes guys kind of want what you got. So you have to be confident. You have to know what you want. And when you know what you want, you should be ready to walk away from what does not work for you. Even if it looks like this is the best deal, I'm telling you, one of the relationships that I walked out of, the guy was so good, my dad had died and gave me money when I was going home and everything. But I saw some red flags, and at that time, I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this. Whether it was true or not, or at that time, I was just like, no. Something's telling me this is not right, and I'm not sticking with this. And I let it go. It was a painful thing, but I think The day that I let go of that guy is the day that I think I gained my confidence, because out of all the ones I had dated, I think this is the first time that I ever told no. And I told no to somebody who was, to me, looked like he was better than all the ones I had dated. So I don't even know. You know? So have confidence, believe in yourself, and be okay to walk away from something that does not apply to you, does not help you, is not good for you, that you can tell that this is not going to work. Be okay to walk away without, you'll feel guilty because you leave something good, you still feel like maybe that I should have stuck, but be okay to leave and move on. If you're able to do that, then you're at a good place. Because when you leave abuse, you're stuck with low self-esteem, you feel ugly, you just don't feel like you're worth it. Even though you don't say it out loud that you feel that way, it shows in your demeanor. It shows on who you choose. Even if a cute guy talks to you, sometimes you don't even see that. So be able to walk away from something that does not work. A lot of us, people who went through domestic violence, they saw those red flags, but they thought to themselves that he's gonna change. And then look at you now, So don't cut yourself short this time. If you see red flag, leave it alone. Be confident being alone. Be confident being alone. Do not wait for somebody, because if you're not confident being alone, you're living your life, you're trusting your life to somebody else because you don't want to be alone. You're trusting your happiness to somebody else because you don't want to be alone. That's gonna fail eventually, honestly. That's gonna fail. So be confident being alone first before you look for somebody, before you get into somebody's life, because otherwise, because you're lonely, you will fall in the wrong hands. You will fall in a guy who just wants, you'll be clingy. You'll be, I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be a spinster. I don't want to do all this. Don't listen to that. Be confident being alone. Be confident going to the movie alone. I hate doing that, for real. I don't know if I've ever done that, but it is something that can help you. Can you go to the movie alone? When I met my husband, he told me he used to go to the movie alone, and I laughed. I said, what? He said, oh yeah, I go to the movie alone. What's wrong with that? That's confidence right there. Me, I don't have it. I want to go with somebody. No, you don't want to do that. You want to be able to do stuff by yourself. If you're going into a relationship wanting the other person to fulfill you, you're going to fail, because you don't know who you're getting. They might be a wolf in a sheepskin, and they're fulfilling you with their wolf side. Ooh, that's going to be fire. It's already been fire for you before, so don't go there again. So be confident in yourself. I'm not an expert, but let me tell you another thing about guys that I learned is that if a guy wants a woman, he will invest in that woman. A guy will invest in the woman that they want. you're forcing a guy to invest in you, meaning you're forcing a guy to do everything for you, he's not even thinking about doing for you. Honestly, I think he's doing it for somebody else, because a guy will take care of what he likes. He will take care of what he wants. He will take care of his car. Have you ever seen how a guy takes care of his car? He loves his car. He doesn't want his car. If he loves you, he'll take care of you. He'll make sure he's taking care of you. Even during your dating, he'll make sure he calls you. He'll make sure he checks on you. How are you doing? He loves you. But if you're the one who has to push him, how are you doing 1 week? You're not that important. You know, Steve Harvey told a story about him and his wife, about how he started dating his wife, and he didn't know how to let go of his exes. So he was still letting them go slowly. Sometimes they would call when she's there. So one day one of them called when she was there. One day one of them called when she was there with him. The next thing Steve Harvey knew, she came to the living room from the bedroom and said, "When you're done with all this, you can come for me." She walked away. She learned to walk away from a good thing. She knew Steve was the real thing. And guys hate challenges like that. If they know that you can walk away and they can lose you, they will hang in there and do the right thing. Don't teach a man to treat you badly by letting him get away with bad things. You're teaching him how to treat you. You're teaching him how to, when you let go of some of the things that he's done, you're teaching him how to treat you. Don't teach a man how to hurt you. If he hurts you, honey, let him know he hurt you. But don't take it so much that he thinks it's okay for him to keep doing that, because men will do it, if you let them, so don't. Otherwise, please subscribe. Tell me what topics we should talk. So this is basically, I do domestic violence. I try to encourage you with relationships. Mine is not perfect, but it's there. It's good. I love my husband to death, and I'm glad that God blessed me with that. So otherwise, you guys have a good evening, and may God bless you, and subscribe.